Hey, it's Similoli here, and in this video I'm going to go over 4 things you need to do to increase your trading win-loss ratio. Now, so many people who are new to trading feel that they can just jump into day trading and begin to make money every single day. It doesn't quite happen that way. Making the money is not the problem. You can jump on a trade and actually make money. The problem is, will the market let you keep the money? What's going to happen on your second trade and your third trade? In this video, I'll show you 4 things you need to do to help you keep the profits that the market gives you. And I'll save the most important reason for last. So, let's get right into it. So don't forget to drop a comment below. It actually helps small channels like mine grow better on YouTube. Patience is actually a virtue, and it affects every facet of life, including trading. Many a times I got burned as a new trader by rushing into a trade at the open of a trading day. Invariably, what would happen is that price would rally, and within a few minutes, the price would plummet. This usually happens when traders are taking profits at the start of a trading day. The more traders take profit, the greater is the price drop, and invariably, I'd be left holding the bag, meaning that the value of my position has dropped significantly. Once this is the case, it usually can be harder to make up those losses. My entry was too hasty and it led to a losing trade. Looking at this second chart, and if I had been a little less hasty and waited 5 minutes to let the market settle down, this would have been a better entry point. Then it would have definitely turned out to be a winning trade. This, however, doesn't relate to cryptocurrencies or other markets that operate round the clock. Learning to exit your positions on the uptick is a skill that has to be developed. And what that means is, before even entering a trade, you need to already know where you want to exit the trade. You exit the trade regardless of the fact that there's still room for that position to run. It's almost easier said than done, because there's always the temptation to let that position run its course. But in doing that, you run the risk of being caught in a reversal. Reversals can come about suddenly, and at that point, it usually is more difficult to exit the trade whilst the stock is plummeting. Increasing your win-loss ratio simply means you cannot trade at every single opportunity. For every trade you enter, traders like to say, let the trend be your friend. And in so doing, it's important to patiently wait for that close to perfect setup. It doesn't come every day. It doesn't come every moment of every day. Being sniper-like in your trades, only taking those trades that will most likely end in wins, is certain to increase your win-loss ratio. This is just an example of the kind of revenue an astute trader could make who doesn't trade on every single trade but waits for the setup to come to them, who sells on the uptick, patiently waiting for that ideal setup. This second example, however, shows what could be typical revenue for a more impatient trader who trades every single seeming opportunity, doesn't take small profits sooner, and basically doesn't trade with a trend. To improve your win-loss ratios, it's important to always wait for the best setup. And the best setup has got to be one where whichever trend you're pursuing, it must be evidenced across several time frames. On these charts, we have the 1 minute, 5 minute, 1 hour, and the 4 hour time intervals. And we can clearly see uptrending price action across all 4 time frames. This would be a perfect setup to enter into a long position. And of course, to increase your chances of coming away with a winning trade. When the market trend is not so clearly defined as in these charts, then all that happens is, on account of the choppiness of the market, it's obvious that there is no clear direction. Then entering into a trade in this kind of setup increases the possibility of a loss over a win. And that's all, folks. I hope you found value in this video, and if you have, the only thing I ask is that you hit that like button, drop a comment below. It's always good to get feedback from you. Share with your friends and family. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you get my videos as soon as I upload them. And I'll meet you on the next video.